Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are standing here. I think I'm supposed to be boosting. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Supposed to be finding a bottle of Head and Shoulders for that awful dandruff you got going on.
So now we know what your favorite kind of environment design work is to do. What is your least favorite?
Aesthetically, probably snowy areas.
Yeah? Is snow as boring as everyone expects deserts to be?
Maybe that's my problem, is I'm just like approaching it with not the right creative vision. Maybe because I spent formative teenage years in North Pole, Alaska. Ow. They're never gonna find your body.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the aesthetics of snowy areas. I just don't feel like they have a lot of room for creative exploration. I'm not sure why.
That can be a challenge.
And I don't mean like this is. You could call this a snowy area. This to me is not a snowy area. This is a cliff.
Yeah.
Mountain area.
And even where it's snowing, it's more, I don't know if tundra is the right word, but it's not a snow-covered area. There's a lot of variety. That is the interesting challenge as the artist, though, because you don't want to, like, just because the task is boring, like, on its face, you don't want to put out subpar work.
Right.
And you don't want to phone it in, so you often kind of have to find something to interest yourself about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for snowy areas, I tend to focus more on like the bigger picture. Like, what does this mountain range look like from a distance? Can I get this, rock face to look right? This big expanse. But when it comes to the smaller scale, that's where I tend to flounder a little bit.
Down here, the cliff thing broke.
Cliff thing. Yes.
I have a real knack for breaking things, especially cliffs. Tell me about it.
So that is not how basalt columns form.
What, these little ridges here?
Yeah, they actually form in cellular crystalline structures.
All right, here we go.
But this is something that we do in level art all the time. Is we kludge rocks and other things together for necessity's sake.
Like I was just saying. Yeah. Now, hold on, I'll see if there's... Oh, shit! Sam!
Well, we're just a wrecking ball going through.
Yeah, I hope no locals depended on that infrastructure.
Can't get to you from here.
Yep. Okay. Well, that feels really cool and unsafe to do, even when you're controlling it. It's a lot of fun.
Something after all those years in Panama. Yeah, well, don't worry. The worst case, you lose a couple fingers.
There's coastal and cave areas like this off the coast of Scotland and Ireland that are just jaw-dropping.
Oh man, I bet.
There you go. Where would you be without me, huh?
I bet these two could destroy those caves in an hour.
Are you 5?
Alright, so our cave is that away, I think?
I feel like you've been through about 3 caves to get here.
I feel like I have. You're right.
Hey, check it out.
Oh, are you actually supposed to be on one of these islands I just mentioned? I just noticed these are Celtic crosses.
That's true. Actually, it might be.
Maybe had we been paying attention, we would have done this all along.
It is... I say this as someone who does watch some Let's Play content regularly myself. I know how frustrating it is to watch a Let's Player, like, just...
Completely miss everything.
Completely miss things,
see.
complain about information that the game has clearly shown them that they missed because they were talking or something else. I can assure you it is so much harder than it looks. And I completely understand if it's frustrating. I would feel frustrated too, just I apologize.
Well, games by their nature are designed to really be a full attention experience. It's not one of those things like a TV show where you can just kind of have on in the background and get the gist of it, you know, while you're drawing or cooking or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you really have to be fully invested in a game, and doing a Let's Play. I mean, just a regular Let's Play. What we're doing is kind of a design analysis Let's Play, but
Even a regular one.
A regular one is like you're still thinking like I've got to be entertaining, or what's the point of me even doing this?
That's true.
And so a certain amount of your brain CPU is dedicated to that.
Yeah, like even playing Dark Souls on side quests, you guys, like I'm completely focused on the game as much as I can be, but I still miss so much obvious stuff because I'm half paying attention to what I'm saying and trying to remember to keep talking.
Have you ever? I've seen you do it in the Dark Souls one where you'll just like fast forward, run through an area where you just don't have anything interesting to say, or you've been there already.
Like if we've been through an area once and like I died or something, or if I'm having to like backtrack to get to a thing, I'll often just, I may not even fast forward. I may just like cut and like play 3 seconds of music. In fact, I've probably done it several times in this playthrough when I got stuck on a puzzle. Yep. Don't mind me. Oh, geez.
Oh, well, there's a twist. Very nice.
Oh, and they know I'm here. This is probably a bad idea. Okay.
Huh. I wonder if this is kind of that, is it Loadout, the game where pretty much if you're on the ground, you're dead and you just have to always be grinding on rails or power lines or whatever?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I wonder if they're trying to encourage you to do more of that just crazy, antic traversal as opposed to just stop and hunker down. And
It fits the setting, and it certainly looks more cool. It looks cooler
that was
and more
a great
fun.
jump that NPC just did.
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
Nathan, move!
Yeah, I am. Trying.
Around him. You're in trouble now.
Oh.
Nice.
Don't really have anywhere to swing from here, so I guess I'll climb.
Climb away from the grenade. That would be a stressful climb.
Get over there and look.
All right, here we go.
Damn it.
Cover.
Good shot.
See how long your cover lasts.
Yeah, I'm curious. How long will this box last? Not much longer, from the look of it. All right, get off.
Okay, we're clear. Over dummies.
Oh, that's all it had left, huh? Wow. Close call. This looks cavey.
Indeed.
Hey, careful. Might be unstable after the blast.
Who does excavation with dynamite?
Like all the other things you've been through are totally stable,
Would
but
know better.
Yep.
this place might be unstable.
Help me with this.
Oh, what if it's the only thing holding
If everywhere else we've been has been stable, imagine what these guys could do to an unstable area.
Totally unnecessary, but okay.
That actually makes me wish that the 9-to-5 job he had is actually part of like
for once?
a wrecking crew.
That would be great. Yeah, he should have been a demolition guy.
Yeah.
Driving the wrecking ball.
All right, looks like we're sliding to somewhere. I like that he looks where I'm supposed to go.
Come on, this
Yeah,
It's a nice bit of
great way to telegraph.
AI signal.
Oh, and he'll just go ahead and do it.
I like it. Yep. Okay. Nope.
No,
bad.
no.
Bad. I know that his read probably wasn't what it sounded like in my head. It was probably more like, "Oh Christ, Nathan!" But like what I read it as was, "Oh Christ, Nathan!"
And
Okay. No. Nathan.
Ouch. Now, it looked like there was a group of handholds on the left, too. I wonder if that's one of their branching paths.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm going to try this time, because I'm not having much luck with the side on the right. Yep. More to the left. And... hook. This is the way we are going. It's the same. Okay. Good branch.
You feel empowered?
I made a choice.
Steady enough.
And across. Yeah, if they wanna move on from this,
Be extra careful on
and then I guess after Last of Us 2, make a game that is just about swinging and sliding down things. Like, these two movement mechanics are really fun.
Oh, crap.
Or I guess somebody else take this idea, steal it, and make a game out of just these things.
Right.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
You could call it cut the rope.
But there's a treasure down here.
Breaking those stairs as you went down.
Treasure.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. Treasure. Scissors. Cool. Actually, and I think that's the joke you just made, but that would be funny if just walking up here, like, first step breaks, and you just kind of step through it. Everything they touch.
Kid, dog's picking up. How's it looking?
We're about to head into the cave.
The cave?
Yeah, might lose contact for a bit. Don't get too worried.
About to head into the cave. Huh.
Yep.
Keep the porch light on for you.
All right. Call you soon.
Oh, this cave next to the other cave. I like it.
Detour. Let's go see what Avery left for us.
Those shoreline assholes were right next to this cave.
Yeah, but I think we're the first ones in here.
Boy, I bet that water's cold.
Come on, through here. But I didn't eat a big
Really
breakfast.
great artificial lighting in here.
Here's Miss Statue.
Yeah.
You see it, and it's beautiful, and it's pretty, and you don't think about its source. It's just pretty.
Yeah. Is that hard to... like,
It sure
we've-
looks like it.
in walking through this, I've not really even thought about it. I rarely ever think about artificial lighting sources and stuff that, like, would not be lit this way in reality. Is that because our brains are just really easy and, like, are willing to be fooled in that way? Or is it a lot of work, like, creating that suspension of disbelief there to the point where they don't even notice?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like Hollywood has conditioned us so much to just assume that every place is lit well enough to see a face.
It's true. We spend a lot of time looking at the artificial film lighting.
Did I get you a nice hook? Give it a pull. Nice hook. All right, here we go.
It's hard to get interior lighting that does it where you don't end up with super black blacks that have harsh bad transitions or seams between props. In most game
Those
engines,
who prove worthy.
it's hard to say on a custom engine like this if it's because of some programmery genius or artistic genius or a mix of the two that it ends up so good.
I wonder, do they have their own custom-made engine?
I think so.
I feel like they must, but
Thomas too.
it seems like these days to make an engine robust enough for
I know
modern
they
games.
did for Jack and Daxter, and I feel like that's just kind of their culture. Is,
It must be.
build your own stuff, like custom tune it really well to the platform.
Seems like that must be getting harder and harder. The more demanding,
Damn good question.
the more graphically demanding games have gotten. Mm-hmm. Like to the point where really only the biggest studios can manage that anymore.
Oh yeah, it's pretty rare nowadays. I mean, even a lot of big studios are using third-party engines.
Yeah, it's like if you're going to make your own engine, you have to invest in being a tech studio to a certain extent.
Yeah, and there's there's a handful of, you know, the best programmers out there who have both experience and skill doing that. So it's not like every studio can get those people.
Let me try that again. Okay.
Take two.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's okay, it's holding. Come on.
Help for me, at least.
These bridges are clearly not built to code.
Sure they are. The pirate code.
Ha 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 ha. Not bad. Oh no.
Oh,
I still have rocks in my shoes from the
That's
last.
really well done, Cave.
Okay, okay.
it's really pretty. Yep. Okay.
Whew. I'm a pro at this by now.
So, did two build this place with Avery? I can't make sense of it.
Neither can I. I mean, if Avery's trying to hide his treasure, why involve another pirate?
Maybe he saw him as a part of his crew. Maybe he sent him one of those St. Dismas crosses.
Yeah, maybe two took all the treasure for himself.
That's cool that they have lanterns that are not lit.
We're gonna find
yeah.
out soon enough.
It's kind of a video game trope that there's just going to be lit torches and candles and lanterns everywhere for no reason.
Yeah.
Too bad there wasn't a Dark Souls tip right before that. Trap ahead.
Guess we didn't get dropped in a pit or something. This is elaborate. You could say that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that it's such a weird trope that's developed through the years. This idea of, I'm just trying to think the amount of infrastructure required to build one of these elaborate trap things, and manpower and materials, and you know and just the ideas about, like, you would have to, you know, if this was built whenever, in 15th century, whenever they're purporting it to have been built, you would have had essentially a game designer, right? Who was like, oh, I'm going to set up this elaborate puzzle that you have to be clever enough to solve in a particular way.
And it will be solvable, because I do want someone to solve it someday.
It's just so incredibly implausible.
So some of these are traps, apparently.
Yeah, don't reach your hand in
Just
there.
gotta take the hand out. Whoa.
Jesus. It's a pretty elaborate test.
Oh, I'm going to fill that bucket with something.
Yeah. And this guy.
Only the penitent man shall pass.
Let's do better. There's something on the bottom there.
It's a bucket.
Huh. Okay. Now what?
Which, what I was just babbling on about makes me remember that I've never actually researched the history of game design. Like, my impression is that there isn't one. Like, it just kind of came about during maybe the last century? With like board games like Monopoly or whatever that were but like as far as I know, no one designed chess or Go. It just kind of evolved organically, culturally, or whatever, with a series of people moving stones around in different ways. I'm not sure, but that is something I want to study, and I don't know why I haven't.
There's so many similar disciplines that game design draws from now, but not necessarily like theme park design, like we've talked about before, which is a weird
that's another
discipline out of its own.
What's going on here?
But
Something with the three crosses?
yeah, that's a good point.
I'm guessing we're looking at Jesus.
One of the really interesting, to going back to theme park design, things that I recently discovered is this British. Was it British or was it French? It's British. somewhere on the Isle is this park that was created, I want to say in the 1700s. And it was essentially a Disneyland for rich people, where it had themed areas, like it had the Neptune's Grotto, and if I say any more detail, it's going to be completely wrong. But anyway, all these kind of themed areas that were laid out in this big open park with a lake and all this kind of stuff. And visitors were intended to kind of follow these paths from one landmark to another. And the way it was arranged was almost just like Disneyland, and that is pretty interesting. That sort of thinking was happening back then.
Like, we've only just started developing some sort of way of teaching people how to do this, like how to study this.
You have 4 lights and 3 crosses?
Looks like. I think I need to get them down all here, and I think I'm about to succeed. Because I think I need to follow this pattern here in the notebook. Just
okay.
White, mid-tone, dark. And here we go.
Think that's it? You could try pulling the switch. I could.
Well. Let's see if this works.
Nice. Became designer's like, no.
I was.
Do you need to get the bucket up to the top?
Can I? That may be. I think I can do that without wrecking everything else.
This is Rubik's Cube style puzzle.
There we go.
Check it out. Something up there moved when you put the bucket on top. The channel running from the mechanism to the door.
There we go.
Okay, so bucket on top is good. Keep it there.
Oh, is the water pouring down that? I'm gonna guess that's the solution.
Probably will.
See if your brother stops you.
Yeah.
Being a hothead this time.
Nathan, look. I think you got it.
Yay.
All right, see? Oh, shishkinates. No Nate kebabs today. So, if that was a test, what do you suppose it was testing?
Good question.
Filling a bucket? I didn't know about St. Dismas, whom I bet Avery and all of his crew were intimately familiar with. Not that hard of a test. Maybe it's not the only one.
Never is.
Never is. All right, I think we're going to come back for one more of these. We've been going for a while here, but
This is
I am
the
having
last
fun.
one, I promise.
Yeah, and I feel like we're reaching sort of the end of at least this area. So I think we can get one more episode in. But thank you all for watching, and we'll be back for one more episode next time. See you then.
Bye-bye.